1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums in the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. On the Lions sideline, that presence of Dan Campbell, who's taken Detroit to the playoffs in each of the last two seasons. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans.
Jack Fox to kick off.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week one, and off we go on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week one of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
So, from 37, here's second down and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Packers first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
12 yards. That's another Green Bay Packer.
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Love. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Aleem McNeil gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Here's a screen now for Lloyd. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
For a Green Bay Packer.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move. of the first and second down, you got to look now at your third down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Josh Haskell in to drop him on 3rd and goal, and that will send the field goal unit out.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room. There's the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step. And a strong performance here will certainly help him achieve that goal.
It is a big play there for the Lions. 32 yards.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
And they'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
I had a defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking.
And he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out in the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So, Greg, here come the Packers and Jordan Love at quarterback and stability at the head coaching position, 11-6 last year. This division, you've got to be extra good just to be around when the weather gets really cold in January.
Absolutely. And the NFC North, you can make an argument like that. It's the best division of football. I mean, Green Bay wins 11 games, and you're third in your own division. So that's going to always be the challenge up there in the North is, can you stay competitive enough? Are there enough wins on your schedule within the division? So that's that's something that all four of those teams are going to face. But playoff team a year ago lost to the eventual champs in the Philadelphia Eagles, so they're close. Matt LaFleur always has his offense on the cutting edge. They're always going to generate points. Defense much improved a year ago, so things are looking up. Now they got to see is can they compete not only in a difficult division, but what's a very competitive and difficult NFC.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
To throw is Love. To the goal line and in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers.
Now remember back, like their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Lions 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out come the Lions, and can they get to the Super Bowl? Franchise that has never been to the Super Bowl, but really close the last couple of years. Made to the NFC title game before falling to the 49ers 2 years ago. And then 15-2 last year, the #1 seed, but stunned by Washington in the divisional round. Feels like a pivotal year for Detroit.
It is, and it almost feels crazy that we're about to say this, but for maybe the first time in the history of the franchise, the Lions are starting to see some of the perils that come with being really good, right? Roster attrition. Everyone starts picking at your players, and then this past year, like Dan Campbell, he now needs to replace both his offensive and defensive coordinator. Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn both moved on as head coaches, so with success comes a lot of challenges, so they've got to get healthy on the defensive side of the ball. The amount of injuries they took down the stretch was unprecedented, so Jared Goff has more than proven his place in this league. They've got to replace coaches, and they've got to find a way that not only are they winning, can you sustain it?
On 1st down, it's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 10-7 is the score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. They've got 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Gonna depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Lions 1st down.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. The Packers 40-yard line.
to throw is Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. Was brought down. That pass should have picked up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing, Goff. Flush to his right. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
On the return, it's Robinson. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
Yeah, I think going into the season, I'd make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson, they continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top 3 for the last couple years, but if Chicago and that roster, if that's your 4th best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, those are going to be some really competitive division games this year.
And I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the length of the franchises, but when these divisions go head-to-head, there always is a legacy feel that just is additive to the anticipation of those matchups.
Yeah, and every one of these franchises has significant history for a lot of different reasons. They have Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame coaches. Some of the most iconic individuals in the history of the league have played for these 4 organizations over the last 50-plus years. So there's so much into it, more than just the matchup on the field in that moment, and you can feel it with how much the fan bases rally behind their team.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
Well, I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Devontae Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Devontae Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Goff to throw. Right side, that's St. Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Goff. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. To throw is Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stops the clock as well. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That one knocked away in the end zone. Incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Now Goff. This one caught by Patrick. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Lions get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense ready to take over once more. Now, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator and Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were a high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I bail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime, each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, and you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped it. It was just an offensive touchdown festival, so you won a coin toss, and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten to stop the whole game.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
On 2nd down, run. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of the 2nd half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Throwing here is Goff. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
The left side, he finds Kraft. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player.
Let's go now.
Love to throw it on first down. That complete to Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, sometimes we're saying too often that was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back set to go once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
We're good.
From the gun, it's Goff. He connects with St. Brown. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9.
2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
Handoff, Gibbs running left. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3rd down and 3. Goff to throw. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 42-yard line.
Now now Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
That is incomplete. How they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. By first down, it's Love. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
For Tucker Craft.
They'll try again. It's second and 10.
Covered by Brian Branch.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Escaping to his left. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe once blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Reed is the motion man here. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Second and 10.
Herbie Joseph on the
Here we
coverage.
go, set. 45.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Love. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. Now it is first and goal.
Another Green Bay Packer.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Intended for
Go again from the 3. It is second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Here's Love. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And it's going to bring it to third and goal.
Down. Hut.
Here's Love to throw. That one taken in. Middle of the end zone. Tucker Craft. Touchdown, Packers. That is second touchdown now here in the season opener. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Makes the score Packers 24. Lions 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Lions offense. And their running back getting ready to go back to work. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. A pickup of 44 yards. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing, Goff. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And the Lions are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal.
180!
Montgomery, touchdown! What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and the Lions go up by 3. It's 27-24.
Packers 24.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. Packers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Packers 1st down.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Has caught right side by Kraft. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Big play coming
It's
up.
now third down
This
and
is
6.
third down.
Down. Black 40. Ready.
It's the
Go.
tight end Kraft in motion.
Ready.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage.
The score, Packers 31.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
He steps out of bounds right at
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He'll get this out wide. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
180.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff, escaping the pressure right. He will have the conversion and more. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it over 300 yards passing in this one. Here's 1st and 10. A run here with Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It brings up 2nd down.
To throw is Goff. Going right, it's taken in. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. Now Goff.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. This quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight. He's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 34, Packers 31.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Aleem McNeil getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be third and a mile.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for third and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on second down. And barring something dramatic happening here, they might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up fourth down. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the 33, here's second and 6. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Here's the Lions punt team now as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is first and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A throw on the move is caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes second down.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body and complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. That's to Dobbs again. Now it's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40.
Half a shotgun. It's Love. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 1.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll try to run for it. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's good for a Green Bay
Back to
Packer.
throw is Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
Number ready.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Just 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. We'll see how they want to play this. It's 3rd down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sherrion Arnold.
And in these tight games, especially in the 2nd half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
The Lions offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll run with Gibbs. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 24-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for.
And it's 3rd down.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Formation for the Lions.
A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything. There is a flag
Personal
back
foul.
by the kicker.
Roughing the kicker.
It may
Defense.
very well give him new life. They hand it to Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. And we'll get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll tap this one forward to St. Brown. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.